In this video, we're going to talk about variable assignment in Python, which is a fundamental skill that you need to know if you're going to write code in Python. First of all, we'll look at the assignment operator, the equal sign, which binds identifiers or names to objects which are used in Python operations. Right here, I've written a assignment statement, which begins with the name of my variable, which I define, followed by the equal sign, and then the value that I want to bind to that name, in this case, the integer 2. After I write this assignment statement, if I pass the name of my variable to the print function, then Python recognizes that the value associated with that name is the integer 2. Once a variable is defined, it behaves like the object to which it refers. So I can pass an expression to the print function, x plus 2, and Python will perform a calculation using the value associated with my variable and give me the correct answer. Rather than simply assigning a single value to an identifier, you can write an expression in an assignment statement. In this case, I have 3 times 4. This expression won't be stored in the variable y. In other words, y is not going to be equal to 3 times 4. The interpreter will first evaluate this expression to get 12 and then assign the result to the name y. So if I ask Python after writing this assignment statement to print y, it gives me the value 12. If I want to change the value of a variable, I don't need to clear it or delete it. All I need to do is write a new assignment statement. So y was equal to 12. Now I'm setting it equal to 13 with a new assignment statement. When I print that variable, Python gives me the value 13. Because the interpreter evaluates expressions to the right of the equal symbol before assigning the result to the variable, you can use a variable in an expression to update itself, which allows you to make relative changes to the value of the variable. So in this case, y used to be 13. I'm writing an expression to the right of my equal symbol, y plus 1. The Python interpreter will evaluate this expression first to get 14 before assigning the result to my variable y, so that when I print y, I get 14. I have incremented the value of my variable by 1 by using the variable in an expression inside an assignment statement. Python provides a category of operators called augmented assignment operators. These are used in assignment statements to change the value of a variable relative to itself in a more concise way than what you see right here. It's not necessary to use augmented assignment operators in your code. You can achieve the same functionality by writing out an assignment like this with an expression that uses the variable you're trying to update. Augmented assignment operators just give you a more concise shorthand way of writing the same thing. So in this case, rather than writing y equals y plus 1, like I did here, I'm writing y plus equals 1. This plus equals is my augmented assignment operator, and this statement is exactly the same as the one that I wrote above. My y variable is currently equal to 14, so if I increment it by 1, using this augmented assignment operator and then print y, I'm going to get 15. This has done the same thing as my statement above. There's nothing wrong with writing multiple assignment statements to create multiple variables. Like here, I'm creating a variable a, which is equal to 10, and b, which is equal to 20. And I'm doing both of these assignments on separate lines. And I'm doing each of these assignments on separate lines. There's nothing wrong with that, but Python also allows multiple assignments in a single line, and the syntax for that is that I write the name of my first variable followed by a comma, and then the name of my second variable, the assignment operator, and then the value that I want to bind to my first variable followed by a comma, followed by the value that I want to bind to my second variable. This will work in exactly the same way so that when I print C and D, I get 30 and 40, the values in my assignment statement. If an assignment involves complex expressions, then you may still prefer to write your assignments on separate lines for clarity so that it's easier to tell what's going on, rather than writing a complex expression here followed by a comma and then another complex expression right behind it. Sometimes it's better for your code to be clear and readable than it is for it to be concise. That's it for variable assignment. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.